ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
ॐ सहनाववतु
ॐ सहना भवतु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सहनौ
भुनक्तु
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ
शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना
मध्ये महाभारतम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवत् गीते भवत्वेषिणीम्
त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः
वेदैः यं सामगाः
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति योगिनः
यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः
यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तुते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे
दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते
नमोस्तुते
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टा हृष्टा तु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टा हृष्टा तु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
त्वामाश्रितान् विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
त्वामाश्रितानां विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता ह्याश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
सर्वाबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
सर्वबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तुते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो
देवी
दुर्गे
दुर्गे
देवी नमोस्तुते
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टा हृष्टा तु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टा हृष्टा तु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
त्वामाश्रितान् विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
त्वामाश्रितानां विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता ह्याश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
सर्वबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
सर्वबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तुते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टा हृष्टा तु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
शेषानपहंसि तुष्टा हृष्टा तु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
त्वामाश्रितान् विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
त्वामाश्रितान् विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
सर्वाबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
सर्वबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
एवमेव त्वया
एवमेव त्वया
कार्यम्
कार्यम्
अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
यदा विनियतं चित्तम्
यदा विनियतं चित्तम्
तम्
आत्मन्येवावतिष्ठते
आत्मन्येवावतिष्ठते
तते
निःस्पृहः सर्वकामेभ्यः
निःस्पृहः सर्वकामेभ्यः
युक्तः इत्युच्यते तदा
युक्त इत्युच्यते तथा
यथा दीपो निवातस्थः
यथा दीपो निवातस्थः
नेङ्गते सोपमा स्मृता
नेङ्गते सोपमा स्मृता
योगिनो यतचित्तस्य
योगिनो यतचित्तस्य
युञ्जतो योगमात्मनः
युञ्जतो योगमात्मनः
यत्रो परमते चित्तम्
यत्रो परमते चित्तम्
निरुद्धं योगसेवया
निरुद्धं योगसेवया
यत्र चैवात्मनात्मानम्
यत्र चैवात्मनात्मानं
पश्यन्नात्मनि तुष्यति
पश्यन्नात्मनि तुष्यति
Pashyanatmani tushtati. That sandhi we have seen today. Doubling of nakara. Yesterday we have seen 18th verse of 6th chapter. In 18th verse, Bhagavan says, Yuktaha iti uchyate. The meaning of Yuktaha here Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji has given the meaning in his Bhashya means the meaning of Yuktaha means a person who is accomplished in the terms of meditation, and one who is Atmagyani, one who is a self-knowledge, and being self-knowledge, he always accomplished. The meaning of accomplished here is not worldly accomplished, but a person who doesn't have any fear with reference to anything. A person who is 100% secure, that person is called Yuktaha, is accomplished. But when a person becomes Yuktaha, that is given in this verse. So Bhagavan says in first line, Yada means when, Viniyatam Chittam, mind is totally focused. Really speaking, the meaning of Viniyatam is restraint. But here Shankaracharya is given another meaning. Viniyatam means one who is a totally focused, one who is a total composed mind. Is called Viniyatam Chittam. Such mind, Atmani eva avatishtate. Such mind abides in self only, in the consciousness only, and at the time when person is totally absorbed in oneself, the person at that time is tada, means tasmin kale, at that time, sarvakamebhyaha nispruha. Spruha is a longing. Nispruha, the meaning is nirgata spruha yasmat, from whom longing has gone up, given up. That person is called nispruha. He is free from all type of longing. So we can ask, which type of longing? 1 minute. So Bhagavan says, Sarva kamebhya. We have different type of desires. If person is freed from all the desired object of different type of desires, he is free. At that time, such person is called Yukta. He is accomplished because that person knows I am Purnaha, Aham Purnaha. That person knows Aham Nitya Shuddha Buddha Muktaha. I am ever freed. I am ever Shuddha means ever pure. And Buddha means I am ever conscious. I never die. Ajaha Amaraha. Such person is called Yukta. And in next verse, Bhagavan has given one illustration. Which type of meditation that Yukta is doing. So that is described in 19th verse that we have to sing today. We are singing today. So Yatha Deepaha Nivatastha Nengate Sopama Smruta. The meaning is Yatha, just as Nivatastha Deepaha. Name is Nivata. Vata means wind. Nivata means where there is no wind. It's called Nivata. So we say is a protected. Lamp is protected, but is protected by enclosure. In English we say, here it says Nivata, where fully wind cannot go. This is we can't say is without any wind. It is not a vacuum, otherwise lamp cannot be burned. So here there is a less wind. It's called Nivataha. Staha Tishtati, in which that lamp is remained. Nivatastaha, such lamp na ingate, na ingate. Ingati means tremble, but na ingate, such lamp doesn't tremble. That illustration, sa upama. Here not sopama, but sa means that upama means illustration. Smruta is cited here. It is remembered here. And why Bhagavan is cited? Like that lamp doesn't tremble when it is situated inside the Nivataha. Same way, a person, one whose mind is Yatachittasya, one who is a master of one's own mind, that person is Yoginaha. Yoginaha means a meditator. Yunjataha, one who is doing practice of meditation is called Yunjataha. And if we ask which type of meditation that person is doing, Atmanaha Yoga is doing meditation of oneself. Yoga means meditation, Atmanaha means oneself. That person also na ingate, he doesn't tremble. His mind never goes away from the meditation. This is the quality of meditation that Bhagavan is giving example of Nivatastaha Deepaha. So if we take Anvaya of these verses, Yatha Nivatastaha Deepaha na ingate. So if we split the Sandhi, so Yatha just as Nivatastaha Deepaha. Nivatastaha is the adjective of the lamp, which is well protected. That lamp na ingate, he doesn't tremble. That illustration is given, is cited. Sa upama smruta. That illustration is cited. Yoginaha, of the meditator. Yatachittasya, whose mind is under control. Yunjitaha, one who is doing practice. Atmanaha yogam, the meditation of oneself. That person also na ingate. He never goes out from the meditation. He is always firm in one's meditation. That's why Bhagavan has given the illustration of lamp. So if we take Yatha means just as, Nivatastaha Deepaha. They have written protected lamp. But Shankaracharya is given Nivat means Vatavarjite Deshe, a place where there is a less wind. It's called Nivataha Sthitaha, one who is available, one who remains. It's called Nivatastaha, and Deepaha means lamp. Na ingate, doesn't tremble. So Shankaracharya has given meaning, na ingate means na chalati. He never goes off. Otherwise, because of wind, lamp can flicker, can goes off and on. Sometimes it can give less light, sometimes can give big light. So without this nivataha, lamp can flicker, but because of nivataha, deepaha na ingate. Sa upama smruta. The meaning is that illustration is cited. Bhagavan has given that illustration, and whenever illustration is given, that illustration never give the knowledge of object. That's why I have written, the illustration cannot give the knowledge of object, but it gives the closer understanding, the knowledge of the object. We can understand what this would like to convey. Otherwise, there is a both are one and same. Then what is the use of illustration? So always illustration is little bit closer to our understanding. Pujya Swamiji has given long commentary of the Sa Upama Smruta on water buffalo. So Sa Upama Smruta, that illustration given of Yoginaha. This is 6 by 1. That's why of the meditator. That yogi, another his adjective is Yata Chittasya, who is master of one's own mind. Otherwise, we can say one who is composed mind, whose mind is always tranquil, Shantaha, and Yunjataha, a one who does practice of meditation. And practice of what? So Atmanaha Yogam, contemplation of self, Atma, consciousness. That person we can add here, na ingate. He also doesn't go out from his meditation because he is also protected. So we can ask, in for lamp we have kept nivataha. So what is the nivataha for this yogi? So it's not given in Shankar Bhashya, but somebody has said vairagyam means dispassion, and devotion are the nivataha for meditation. If one has vairagyam towards world and one who has a devotion towards Lord, that is the perfect enclosure, nivataha for meditation. And we can ask also, in the deepaha there is a wind, can affect lamp. So here, which type of wind can affect our meditation? So it's given our own fear, our own agitation, insecurity. There are many things are available in our mind is considered as a wind. And because of this type of wind, our meditation cannot be, it can be ingate, it can be goes out. So this is example is given by Bhagavan. So today I was reading Ramcharitmanas. So in Ramcharitmanas, there is in last Kand, it's called last chapter of Ramcharitmanas, is called Uttarkand. Kanda means last chapter. In Uttarkanda, there's Tulsidasi. I think everybody knows, except maybe Kastananji, that Ramcharitmanasa is very good grantha, good book, is written by Tulsidasji, one who is a great poet, great devotee of Lord Rama. And he has written this Ramcharitmanas in his own mother tongue. It's called Awadhi language. So in that Ramcharitmanasa, he says, in lamp, there is a three thing. He says in lamp, there is, because I just remember na ingate. So I will just remember this lamp. So in Ramcharitmanasa, he says, in lamp, there is a three thing. One, this is the lamp. Here, it's called wick. And third thing is called ghee. Oil, generally we put oil, but in traditionally, we generally put the ghee of cow ghee. So here, This oil is cow's ghee, the lamp and wick. Now, our Tulsidas ji has described we have to lighted our inner lamp of knowledge. So which type of wick we can use, which type of ghee we have to use. So all is our inner disposition of mind. Which type of our inner disposition should be there? Because of our inner disposition, the light of lamp of knowledge can be lit. So that's why he has given a good example, good illustration, different illustration. Generally, who are sitting, all ladies, they know how to prepare ghee. Generally, we know, in Indian people know how to prepare ghee. But still, in here, Ram in Tulsidas ji has given from where we have to milk cow up to how can we prepare ghee. He's given each and every illustration. So just I am giving bird eye view. So to have a ghee, we need a cow. Here I am writing only cow because Tulsidas has mentioned cow. And cow usually eats grass only, so it's grazing grass. Then a person, he milks a cow. So we need a milk person to milk a cow. Then milk comes out of cow. Then this milk is collected in one vessel, we collect. Then everybody knows, generally, all our we females, they know, to prepare a yogurt out of milk, we put a starter. So here there is a one, it will come, they put a starter also here. Tulsidas, he put starter also, and after putting start, that yogurt will be prepared. If we keep for one night, then yogurt will be prepared. That yogurt we have to churn. And we churn the yogurt, then two things will produce. One is buttermilk and another is butter. Butter will be always on surface and buttermilk will be down. Then we have to collect all butter, then we have to put on fire. And then only ghee will comes out. This is the procedure to prepare a ghee. Then another thing, wick is there. So we know wick is prepared by cotton threads. So even Rams in this Tulsidas is given which type of wick would be there in human mind. Then we can lit a lamp, and lastly the light of lamp. All he has explained beautifully. I have just shown in traditionally, nowadays nobody is doing like this, but traditionally we used to prepare, not we, but our ancestor used to prepare in this gutta means pot. They are used to prepare buttermilk. They put butter, then they churn. By this way they churn and they prepare a butter, then they put on fire. So this is the custom to prepare a ghee. So now Tulsidas ji has started from cow. What should be cow? So in our mind, which type of cow we have to keep? So beautifully he has kept. That's why I think, let me share with you. Every time, we are doing Gita, sometimes Ramcharitamanas also. So I have put with each and every chopai, this is a chopai I have written. So he says, which type of cow we should keep in our mind? So he says, Satvik Shraddha Dhenu Sohai. So we should keep Shraddha. Dhenu means cow. So which type of cow we should keep in our mind? So he says, the name of the cow in our mind is Shraddha. So Shraddhavan Labhate Gnanam. Or even a Sadhan Chatushraya Sampatti, the Shraddha comes in Shamadhi Shatak Sampatti. And their Shraddha also should be Sattvika only. So in 17th chapter, Bhagavan has described all three types of Shraddha, all three types of tapas, food. Among the Sattvic Shraddha is described. We will see at that time, but Shraddha also should not be Tamasika, Rajasika, but Shraddha should be Sattvika, is considered as a cow. And how can that Shraddha comes in our mind? So he says, Hari Krupa Hradaya Basai. Only because of grace of Lord, it can come in our heart. So we need also the grace of Lord, Hari Krupa. Hradaya, in our heart, Basai, he resides in our heart. This Sattvic Shraddha will come only because of the grace of Lord. Now this cow should graze, no? It goes for grazing. So he says, what is the grazing? So he says, Japa Tapa Brata Jama Niyama Para. Je Shruti Kaha Subha Dharma Achara Te Truna Harita Chare Jabagai. So here the meaning of Truna means grass. Harita means green grass. So this cow is eating grass. But what are the names of this grass? Then he says Japa, Tapa. Here Jama means not Lord Yamaraja, but here Yama Niyama. What we have seen in Ashtanga Yoga. So he says Japa, Tapa, Brata, Yama, Niyama, Para. These all are considered as a grass, green grass. And if somebody asks, from where did you find it, this Japatapa Brata? So he says, Je Shruti Kaha Shubha Dharma Achara. We have seen this all Japatapa is in Veda only. Shruti Kaha. Shruti means Veda. Kaha means describes. This considered as a Dharma Achara. This is a conduct of Dharma. Japa, we know what is Japa. Tapa means a disciplined life. Yama Niyama, we have seen 5 do's and don'ts are considered as a dharma. So our Shraddha should be with this Japatapa. And now, having eaten this grass, that milk is produced inside the cow. So who is milking? Same last time we have seen Krishna is a Gopala Nandana. He always milks. Gitamrutam Duhe. But here, who is the person who can milk? So Tulsidas has written Nirmala Mana, a person who is a purified mind, one whose mind is pure. Ahir, the meaning of Ahir according to is milkman. So who is milkman? So a person whose mind is pure. And here the meaning of Nijadasa means who is a master of one's own is called Nijadasa. That person, Nirmala Mana means whose purified mind, that person can milk the cow. And when milk comes, so what is the milk? So he says, Paramadharmamai Payaduhibai. Here Payaha. We know the meaning Payas is milk. Duhi means milking. Payaha Duhibai. So a milk person, maybe ladies, maybe gents, but hey, Payaduhi, they milk the cow. But what is the milk? He says Dharmamaya is in the form of Dharma. The Payas is nothing, but in that person, in the form of Dharma. If we ask, what is the Dharma? We have seen many times definition, but here I have written, Atmani Pratikulani Anyesham na acharet. This is the normal definition of Dharma. Atmani Pratikulani, which we don't like, that we should not do to others. If somebody is lying in front of us, if we don't like, we should not like. Some insult us, if we don't like, we should not insult. This is called Dharma. And he says, this is considered as a milk. So a person should live a life of dharma. It's called milk according to Tulsidas. Then this milk is collected in one vessel. No, we can't hold in our karpatra. So we need a vessel. So Tulsidas says the patra bishwasa. What is the vessel? Vessel in which we can collect the milk. So he says patra means vessel, bishwasa means trust. The trust upon a Lord in Ishvara is called Vishwasa. Here again he has written one thing, Noi Nivritti. Even I never seen how to milk cow, but in somebody has seen in their life sometime. So when they milk the cow, they tie 2 legs of cow. So she cannot jump. Otherwise they cannot milk. So that binding 2 legs, it's called Noi. Same way, how can we bind? So is nivritti. We should not indulge ourselves in worldly activity. We should be little bit retired from worldly activity. So I say nivritti. And the vessel is trust. Now that milk, first, after milking, that milk should be heat first. Then it should be cool. And then we have to put starter. So he is written, milk should be heated. So what is the fire? It says anala means akama banai. So the fire is akama means nishkama. That fire which we have hit the milk, it should be nishkama. Whatever you do karma, it should without any of our personal desire. So that type of fire we have to use to heat the milk. Then after heating, again we have to cool the milk. So what type of, how can we cool the milk? So he says, Toshaha Marutaha, the wind. Actually it is fanning. So which type of fanning we can do for cooling? So it's Santosha means contentment. Santoshaha, Chama means Kshama. So if we don't know Chama, no, we can do it. So here Chama means Kshama. And according to Pujya Swamiji, we know the meaning of Kshama means accommodation. A people we can accept as they are. We can accommodate. We can accept without any coloration. It's called Kshama. So how can we cool the milk? So he says, with the help of contentment and accommodation, this is considered as a fanning, marutaha, chudave. And now we have to put starter, to milk into the milk. So what is the starter? So he says, Dhruti sama jhavano dei jamave. Dei means yogurt. Jamave means we use as a starter. So what is the starter? Dhruti means perseverance. Perseverance, and sama means shamaha. We know what is the shama. The meaning of shama means one who is a master of one's own mind, and dhruti means perseverance. With the help of both of this is a starter. With the help of starter, dei means yogurt, jamave. In Gujarati we also say jamavu. So the yogurt will be start to produce. So now we consider the yogurt is pure, is prepared. Now to prepare butter, what should we do? So we have to churn that yogurt. So he says, now churning. So he says, mudita mathe. Mathe means churning. We have to do with cheerful mind, mudita. And what is that churning? So he says, bichara mathani. So tattva vichar. He says, vichar means, who am I? With that thought process, we have to, like we say always, we have to always keep on asking from where we are. Kahatam kuta ayat kame janani kome tatah. Iti paribhava sarvam asaram jagat tyaktva. Like this, Vishwam tyaktva. Last I forgot. But it is called Vicharamatani. We put all questions in our mind from where, why we are born, what is the meaning of life. It's called Vicharamatani. Tattva Vichara we should do. And at that time also, that's why I have shown, that lady is churning. So she is using 2 rope for churning. Nowadays everything is electricity, but he explained which are the 2 ropes. So he says, Damaha. Dama, Rajju means rope. And Satya Subhani also Rajju. So we use 2 ropes. Damaha means restraining our own organs, sense organs. And truth, Satya Subhani, to speak truth. Both are considered as a Rajju, is a rope for churning the curd. So having done this churning the curd, then what will happen? So it says, butter comes, after churning, butter comes. So what is the butter? So he says, Taba lagi kaadi lei navanita. Taba mathi kaadi. So keep on churning, lei navanita. Navanita means butter. Lei, we should take. Now butter is ready. Lei navanita. But what is the name of butter here? So he says, Viragaha. Viraga means dispassion, Vairagya. Always here in Vakara, they use Bakara. So if Vairagya is there, they use Virag. So here Viraga means Vairagya. Dispassion. Dispassion is considered as a Navanita. Is considered as a butter. If somebody has studied properly, Viveka Chudamani. In Viveka Chudamani, somebody asked if in Sadhan Chatushtaya Sampatti, there are total Viveka Vairagya, then Shamadamadi Shatak Sampatti and Mumuksha. So each and everything we need 100% in everybody's life, then only we can have self-knowledge. So in that Vivek Chudamani, they say, if one has Vairagya, and if one have Shraddha, we know what is the meaning of Shraddhas. Shastreshu Guru Vakyeshu Satya Buddhi. If one has Vairagya Shraddha and Guru also, then everything will be taken care. Other all will be taken care. That's why he says Vimala Vairagya. Vairagya is without any impurities. Bimal means Vigataha Malaha Yasmat. Without any impurities, that butter comes out. Everything is in our mind only. It is nothing outside. We have to prepare a butter, and this butter is a dispassion, is a supunita, is a highly auspicious. If we have developed Vairagya in our life, consider is a supunita. Then this butter, to make a ghee, we have to put in fire. So he says, now what is the fire? If you put to make a ghee, this butter on fire. So he says, Yoga agani kari prakata taba karma subha subhalai. So we need fuel, for fire. So which type of fuel? So he says karma subha subha. Here subha subha means shubha, ashubha, karma. And what is shubha, ashubha? So in Ramcharitmanas it is written Papa Punya. Shubha is the Punya and Ashubha is Pap. So both the time. That's why Bhagavan says Sarva Dharman Parityajya. In last, at that time the meaning of Dharma is Papa Punya only. Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Braja. The same way here Tulsidas says Taba Karma Subha Subhalai. The fuel is brought out. They have bring which type of fuel is a karma subhasub, is a pap and punya. Here karma is we know prarabdha karma, that karma means our papa punya, and with the help of this Agni kari pragat. They start fire, and after that on fire, this butter we have kept, and time will come, this ghee is produced. Ghee is ready. So he says, what is the ghee? So he says, Jnana Gruta. Here the meaning of Jnana is self-knowledge. The ghee is nothing but self-knowledge is a ghee. And this ghee never allowed in, if some, every woman knows, when we prepare ghee, no, so there are something remain on the bottom, everything is burnt it out. He says, in this also something is burning. So what is? To ke mamata mal jari jai. So our mamatvam, this is mine. All family is mine. This word is mine. This money is mine. Is called mamata. And mamata considered as a mala, means impurity. So when we put a butter on fire, then jnana gruta, means jnana fire, ghee will produce, and our mamatvam, that impurity will burn away. It will go. Only jnana will ready. So this ghee is produced. Jnana is ready. Druta. So ghee is equal to jnana, according to Tulsidas. Now he is preparing wick. Because I said there is three things is needed. One is ghee, one is wick. So what is wick? So he says, wick is nothing but diya bhari dृढ़ samata deity banai. Here the meaning deity is wick. So how can we prepare this wick? So he says, with the help of dृढ़ samata. Samata means, according to Gita language, he can say balanced mind. Samatva buddhi. Samata means samatva buddhi. So this samatva buddhi considered as a wick. And how can we prepare our samatva buddhi? In Gita, Bhagavan says is through karma yoga we can prepare our samatva buddhi. But here he says, Tini avastha, Tini gun. Tehi kapas, because we know that wick is prepared out of cotton threads. So he says, how can we prepare this wick? So he says, Tini avastha. Teen avastha means in our one day, we are going through three states. One is waking state, another is dream state, and third one is called sleep state. And one who knows something, even in Mandukya, if we not study, but we know, in all three state of mind is awake in waking state, mind is also awake in dream state, but mind goes to sleep in sleep state. But there is a something who is a witness of all state. What we call is a consciousness, Atma. He says, Tina avastha and Tini gun means all three, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, but consciousness is Gunatita, is beyond all three gunas. So one is witness of three states of period, one who is beyond Tina guna, that is called Turiya. Even we know in Mandukya, Turiya means that self-conscious. Sa chaturtham manyante, sa atma sa vijanitaha in Mandukya. So Turiya means that consciousness. So how can we develop wick? So he says we have to go through all Mandukya, we have to go through all Gita, but in all our scriptures we have seen there is a Turiya, one who is a witness of three states of mind, one who is Gunatitaha. That Turiya is Kapasa. Kapasa means is a cotton. And out of cotton, Puni Bati Kare Sugadi. Out of that cotton, with that braided cotton, Bati again. is called wick. So that is considered as a Bhati. It is called wick. Sugadi means it is a well placed. Otherwise, if it is, sometimes some ladies, they are not preparing good wick. But there are lady, so that wick should be fixed in the lamp. Then that lamp, light of lamp is good. So that's why Bhati kare sugadi. So in general, the wick is nothing but according to Tulsidas ji is a consciousness. Our consciousness considered as a wick. And how can we understand this consciousness? Through understanding all three states of our waking, and we know this three gunas, Trigunatita. It also come in 14th chapter. So that Bhati is ready. So that wick is ready. Now we have to lit a lamp. So it says, now lamp. What is the lamp? How much he has studied. When I read this, how much he has studied. In Ehibidi, the lamp is, he says, Ehibidi laise deepatej rasi vigyanamay. So in this way, Ehibidi deepateja, the light of that lamp is vigyanamay, is in form of knowledge only. He says it is in form of knowledge only. And we know when a lamp is lighted, if candle is on, there are small insects, when they come near to that lamp, they burn. Here I have seen in our ashram, during monsoon time, if we lit a lamp, so small insect, they used to come near the lamp. And then they just burn away. They died. Same way he says, when the lamp is lighted, so that brilliance of that lamp, Jarahi, they all are burnt. And who are they? Madadik. Mada means pride. Mada, we say. So Lobha, Moha, Krodha, all Madadi. They all are Jarahi. Jarahi means they just burnt away. When they burnt away, he says, Jatahi Jatu Samit. When we go near to that lamp, then our all negativities, they will just burn away. And what will remain? Everything is burned away. Then what will remain? Then he says, last, what is the light of lamp? So he says, Soham Asmi. Soham, what we say in our Gita, right now what we are talking, he says, Saha Aham Asmi. Soham Asmi iti vritti akhanda. That vritti, that thought process, which type of Saha Aham Asmi, that Paramatma is myself. That thought process would be akhanda, without any break, unbreakable, keeps on going. Ajya Dharaya Stotra Sasama, akhanda. And that light is Deepa Sikha Soi Parama Prachanda. Because of this light of knowledge, everything will burn away. Prachanda, it will be more lighted and everything will go. And what type of vritti will remain? Saho Asmeti. Who will say this Ramacharya Tulsidasi is only Rama's Bhakta? Only is a devotee of Lord Rama. He has written everything in this. And lastly, he said, Atama Anubhav, one who understands one's own self. Atam means Atma. Atam Anubhava, one who knows, one who experiences this Sukha Suprakasha in that person's life is always happiness. Sukha Suprakasha is always shines. And when that person gets knowledge, what will happen? Then he says, Tava, that person's Bhava Mula Bheda Brahmanasa. What Vedanta says, we consider this whole Jagat is nothing but illusion, Brahma. In Hindi says Brahma, illusion, that Brahma, Nasa it will go away. So when we become one with consciousness, then all Bheda means here duality, we can say plurality. This Brahma, this illusion, everything, Bhava means Sansara, everything will nasa, will go away, will run away. But what should be needed to know this knowledge? He has given everything. In general, he only says which type of disposition of mind is needed to have jnana. Otherwise, which type of qualities, amanito avadambitya, nothing else. Only he has explained this much. And if we live like this, then definitely we can have jnana. This is what he has explained in this. So I thought, because from childhood, I have learned many kathas, in katha, they never explain this. They always, it's passed away. Whenever some occasion they celebrate, but they never give any understanding. From that time, I remembered this, all chopais and doha. So I thought, let me take a chance to share with you, because nobody has explained me. So let me explain with you. That's why I have explained. So any question regarding this? Huh?
It's so fantastic, Swamiji. So brilliant.
Beautiful, beautifully explained.
We enjoyed it.
Beautiful. So how much Tulsidas' mind, how much he must have thought of, everything. So he's only Jnani only, even though he is a Rama Bhakta, but still he is a Atma Jnani. 100%.
And the language, the Awadhi language is very beautiful too.
Beautiful, yeah. But we should know what vocabulary, otherwise it's difficult. Like now we have some problem in participles.
Hindi, you can understand a bit.
We can
Some
understand.
explanation.
So is Awadhi like a little bit of Bengali influence or something?
No. No Bengali, no Sharmilaji. I don't think it is Bengali.
No Bengali.
No Bengali.
Okay,
Not
because I was just
Bengali.
asking the va ba thing,
No.
the Bimala, Biraga.
If Puja Samiji used to say, in UP, means Uttar Pradesh, means in north, Vakara yoho, Bakara yoho, Abeda. You can understand what is the meaning. Bakara yoho, Abeda. Same way in Calcutta, means in Bengal also.
There
Yakara
is no
yoho,
V, it is B.
Rakar yoho, Lakara
that is true.
yoho, Abada.
In Chinese also Rakara, Lakara, no Beda.
So we say this, our hair, on hand, we say is a loma. Somebody say Roma. Roma harshashte jayate. Somebody says Loma. So both are one and same.
Okay.
So Rakarayoho, Lakarayo also Veda. But this is
it's very nice, Swami. The last stanza that you said, where all the Vedas are all eliminated. Yeah.
Just beautiful.
Yeah.
So I thought, let me share with you. Beautiful.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
These chopais, they do people chant these in particular these verses?
No, they never explain, But there is in Navratri, when now 9 days comes, particularly this Ashadha Navratri, they always chant whole Ramayana. And with different ragas, beautifully they chant. But they never explain the meaning. But they chant, they recite beautifully.
Even this Uttarakhand also they do.
All 7 chapters.
Okay.
In fact, when Tulsidas ji wrote the Ramayana, it was to take it to the masses. So that's why he wrote it in Awadhi.
Yeah, even when we compare, Valmiki ji taken as Rama is a very good male Purusha in that among that period of time. he never taken Rama as generally as a Lord, as a Ishvara.
Incarnation.
Yeah, he never taken as an incarnation of Lord. But in Ramacharitamanasa, 100% is a devotion. So sometime, there is a you might have met that one person has come, that Bharat Bapu I have introduced. This is a Rama Bhakta. I have asked him, have you studied any time Valmiki? He said, I never touched Valmiki. Because he never considered Rama as an incarnation. For me, in Ramacharitamanasa, is a Bhagavan.
Yes, yes.
That's why he said, I never take it. I never touch us.
Right.
But that was devotion, they all have.
Yeah. They say that Swaminiji, like even for Madhusudana Saraswati, he's considered a great Advaitin.
Yeah.
But everywhere he gets a chance, he will talk about Krishna in a very devotional way, not as a self or Atma or anything like that. But
so totally devotee of Krishna. Totally.
Yeah.
The knowledge will have to turn into bhakti. There's no choice in that.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah. I mean, like Paramahamsa used to say, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to say, if I want to enjoy and taste the honey, I don't want to be the honey.
The bhakta is like that.
Yeah. But he can go both ways, right? I mean, they can go both
like
ways.
Hanumanji, somebody has asked Hanumanji, what is the relationship with Rama? So he says, Deha Buddhya Dasoham. If you consider myself as the only body, then I am Dasa. Deha Buddhya Dasoham, Jiva Buddhya Tvad Anshakaha. If I consider as a Jiva, then I am just your part, Tvad Anshakaha. But Atma Buddhya, Tvam Aham Ekah iti Nishchita Memati. But when I consider myself as Atma Buddhi, then myself and Rama is both on one and same. Iti me Nishchita Mati. This is definite about it.
Yeah, that is great. Actually, it synchronizes everything. Actually.
Everything,
Yeah.
So next week we again see that Yada Vinyatam Chittam and everything. Sometime, something different. It's good.
Very nice it was.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So shall we do Purnamada?
Yes, Swami.
Om Purnamada
Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah Hari Om
Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.